Hello, it's me again. I'm sick today, which is not very common. Now, although I do have some health condition like my skin or my eyes, usually I don't get fever or cold quick easily, except flu, I guess, because I'm allergy to it. Allergy sensitive, I guess. And yeah, today is a new video. Now you may hear some noise on the outside. There's kids that are playing, running and screaming. So and there's prayers going on. So I'm just gonna go with it. Not gonna let anything stop me from making videos. Now today I want to talk about something recently. Oh my god, sorry for the shaky camera. Oh. Alright. Today I want to talk about something that I watched recently. Heard this quote. It says, not everyone. We all want to achieve or get this and that when we are healthy, but when we are not, when we are feeling sick, the only thing that we want is for ourselves to get better, and that kind of resonate with me today. Although it's not like such a severe sickness, but feeling sick, it does drag down the mood. It's like everything doesn't matter anymore. I just want to get healthy. I just sleep, just eat mat, and then I sleep, and then it feels very difficult to live when feeling sick. Now I have fever, and also my body feel pain for some reason. I don't know if it's anything, hopefully not so severe, but for now it come back second time after I ate medicine this afternoon. And yeah, I've been shivering. It's too cold, but it's also hot on the inside. And yeah, I'm kind of thinking maybe in the current modern era, right? I feel like a lot of people get sick, which is kind of weird to me. I'm not sure why. Maybe because of COVID. After COVID, some people get more sick, and then maybe even some of you get vaccine, but then it has side effect, like myself. I have skin problem when I was younger. It was always on my butt and my leg, and the back of my leg, the thigh. And then when after post COVID vaccine, I starting to have on my, so slowly it spreads all over my body. So that's what they call psoriasis. And yeah, it's been tough because there are times this year there was twice that I suffer the most. One time is during Chinese New Year, which is February, and then the second time is during June or July, and it was very suffering. I couldn't sleep. I keep having the itchiness and the scratch. It hurts. And then the skin kind of breaks and has scars and bleed, or it has the white liquid thing. I don't know what it is, and it's been tough. I remember. I don't know if I talked about this before in my video, but it's okay. I'll talk about it again. I remember during that time, that 5 day, it was so miserable that I couldn't sleep. But it was also the time where I become stronger mentally, and now it didn't last. It's not like cold turkey forever. It kind of just lasts for 1 week or two, and then I kind of just go back to the same pattern again of living life. I don't feel motivated. It's almost like I'm waiting for this motivation to hit. And currently I've been stopped working out for. I still work out, but very little compared to before, which I do once a week. Uh, Sometimes it just make me realize that when things get worse, right? For example, I could do once a week, right? And then I'm not satisfied, and then I blame myself a lot, force myself a lot, and then I end up not doing it at all, and that's just, oh shit. Kind of wish I can just go back to once a week. And there are different things in life as well that feels like this, which is my, for example, my addiction. There was a time where I could just do once a week, and then I go back to uh, every 2 or 3 days because I was not satisfied. Yeah, so it does teach me that the more we want, somehow, the more we suffer. Uh, Especially when we lost that certain stage. I don't know if I'm making sense, but it's kind of like that example where I can do once a week, but then I'm not satisfied. I keep blaming myself, and then right now I'm not even doing a week, not even moving at all, and that's just something that kind of it sucks. But it does make me aware of this situation with a lot of things. It's like we want perfection. I want perfection, and then I end up pressuring and blaming myself, and beating myself up, and then I end up not doing it at all. Or if I want to do it, I start to feel anxious every time I just think about it. Same with my art and stuff. So I just want to say, uh, maybe you're kind of stuck in life like I am. It's almost been a year. I have not worked yet, and I keep the thought of work, needing work, keeps stuck in my head. Although back when first I was after I graduate college, I have the similar situation, and then I regret for not cherish that 6 months of not working, and then kind of feel like I'm repeating the same event again, and it kind of remind me of that quote where you will always make the same mistake until you learn from it. So that is something that it's not easy to deal with, because plus I experience stress and anxiety a lot. It's like I'm like a machine that over burn out, and now it's hard to maintain and hard to put in the work. Finding a job feels harder. It's not like I can just go in, hey, you're hiring? Oh no, okay. It's like every time I have this expectation, and when I fail, I just feel awful. I just feel discouraged. So yeah, there's a lot of things that I want to learn, not just to change actually. Now maybe some of you are like me, you want to change, you want to be this certain version, right? But then me, in my experience, it took me so many years to realize that I don't know myself well, hence changing is hard, because what am I changing and who am I trying to be, right? Like I keep wanting A, right, but then I'm doing B for a good reason. It's not like it's just something that I easily can just turn to A. There are like this pressure and resistance on B side. That's why it's hard, and then I regret. Although I know A is better for me, so that's the cycle. The brain, the brain is just doing its job, trying to protect us, do what is do what it knows. And I see a lot of people, they talk about battling their demon, and yeah, I do believe that there are this inner demon in us, and I feel like virtue is a choice. To be someone with moral is a choice, not sweating already, not something easy to do. So sometimes you get intrusive thoughts, but the thoughts does not reflect who you are. So our action, I guess, is the only one that really tells how much we are. Because I'm a thinker myself. I used to claim this words for myself. Oh, I'm a thinker, man. You know, that's why I think more than I do, and I really think that thinking is more important than doing. But I guess there's no such thing as who is better than who. I think it's more like to find out a balance, not just think. Because, like Dr. K says, without experiencing, there will be no understanding as well. So, the experience is like our data bank, it's stored in our head. So, we do things based on what we know. And I think that's when it comes to trauma, that's why it's hard to move on, because that's the experience that is like core experience in our head, and we are not able to move on from it. So yeah, just take your time, and I know in this era there's a lot of comparison, but depends on your culture. There's a lot of hustle thing, I don't know. So yeah, maybe you watching this, you might feel like discouraged, or feel not enough a lot of times. But I think a lot of times as human ourselves, the main thing to do is to survive. And since now that we are, a lot of things are accessible, you don't have to go out and meet friends or to buy food because you can just online. And I think that does have a detrimental effect to our spirit, speaking for myself. So yeah, just take your time, and it's getting hot. I will see you guys next time. Yeah.